Today we're editing a Canva video. We're going to do a picture-in-picture, edit to the beat. We're also going to add some text, add some blank space, and I'm going to show you some shortcuts. So let's get to it. First, go to your home screen in Canva. You can either choose video from the top of the home page, or you can choose create by clicking the purple plus on the left side, and then choosing videos. And then here it defaults to all the different types of videos that it has ready for you. I'm going to choose Instagram Reel. The default is that it opens the templates that you could just click on and then make your edits and start from there. But for this video, we are starting from scratch. So I'm going to go to uploads, I'm going to go to videos, and I am going to start with this one. So if I just click it, it naturally by default goes to the first track of my timeline. Down here, this is called the timeline. This is called the canvas with an S. You can drag and drop. If I undo that, go to uploads, and I grab that same clip and drag it, I click and drag, I can actually drop it onto a different layer. So notice it's not on the first layer, it's on the second. Sometimes this is helpful, sometimes you don't need this, but you can do it. In this particular video, we are just going to drag it down to the first track. The first track has a magnet on it, so if I wanted a space between two clips, so let me grab a second clip. If I add a split, because I know I don't want this section of the clip, but I want that space there, if I hit delete, the whole thing snaps together and it won't leave me an empty space. On other video level layers above it, it will keep it open. So I will show you that. So let's go back to uploads. Let's drag to the second video level. Let's add another video to it. On the second video layer, I have two clips next to each other. If I want to create space between those two clips, I can. So if I click on this clip and I drag, it allows me to make a space. That is not something that you can do on the first track. So don't waste your time. If you're trying to do it, just start on layer 2. So we have our first video down. Let's see where we want to start it. Notice I drag this triangle at the top. I click and I drag it to the front. If I have my line here and I try and drag it from here, it doesn't do it. So you have to go to the triangle, click it, it turns into a hand, drag it to the back. Your first shortcut is hit the space bar for play. So I like how smooth the camera is being held here, so I have two options. I can click to activate this clip, go to the front and just click down and drag, let go, and with the first video layer, it's magnetic, so it's gonna snap the rest of the video to the front of the timeline. So I'm gonna hit spacebar and see where I want this clip to end. Okay, so let's say right there. Now I could click down here and drag the clip all the way there, or I can go to where I wanted it to end. I can hit this button, which is split, or shortcut number 2, I can click the letter S, split. And then if I know for sure I'm not going to use any more of this clip, I can delete it, or I can push it off to the side to save it for later. Now, as I mentioned, I can't just drag it to the end of this timeline. This first video layer doesn't let me do that. But what I can do is click and drag it up to another video layer and just drag it off to the side. And I like to do this all the time. So right now, I can't see the rest of my video. I can scroll here, or while I'm down in this section, I can do Command minus, and that makes the timeline shrink, or I could just scroll along the timeline to see where I'm at. So shortcut number 3, Command plus, Command minus. I use that all the time to get really into the detail, and I'll show you that's very helpful when it comes to editing on the beat of music. So we have our first clip. I'm actually going to make it a little shorter. So this time I'm just going to drag it. Boop. Okay, now I'm going to add my next clip, which is my feet walking. So I'm going to click and drag it. And let's see how I like that. I want it to go way faster. This clip is highlighted. If I look at the top of the screen, right here next to the scissors, it tells me this clip is 9.1 seconds in my timeline. I want it to be like 2 seconds long. So if I go over to speed, and I can increase it. So right now it's at speed 1, I'm gonna double it. So we wanna go up to 2. So currently you can only speed video up to 2 times the speed. There is a way around this. You could have one video in its own project, speed it up to 2 times, export the video, then re-import it, and then speed that video up by twice, and now it's 4 times the speed. It takes a little work, but until Canva comes up, and Canva's always making adjustments, we never know, you can submit a wish to them and ask for that feature. So right now we have it going twice the speed. I still think it's a little long, so for me, I'm going to make it a little shorter. Okay, and I'm gonna drop in one more video. Okay, now if I just click the video, again, it defaults to the very first video layer. So if that's okay, if the first video layer is what you're aiming for, then we've got it. Now we have our video down at the end here. Let's not forget about that. So if I come back to this, I kind of like how I go on a turn here. So I'm going to, again, use my shortcut, the S key for split. And I'm actually gonna get rid of all of this one. And I'm going to drag this. I want to put it right in between these two. So let me see what I'm dealing with now. Shortcut for play, spacebar. Next, let's add some music. If we go to Elements and go down to Audio, you can search for music. Canva actually has a lot of popular songs now, and guess what? They're in popular music. Let's see all. So, I mean, these are all very hot right now. Now, the only problem with popular music, it might get flagged when you go to post on YouTube. So I tend to do more library music. I found this song called Mellow, so I'm gonna drag and drop it, or we can, what can we do? We can click it, and it goes just to where my cursor is. So that's the default for that. The music track is not magnetic, which means you can drop it anywhere you want. But notice that at the end, if I go to drag it, it won't drag past where my video has ended. That's the only bummer. So you can't just lay out your music and then say, I'm now gonna throw video on top of it. It doesn't really like that. Now another way to expand your timeline, we talked about Command plus to expand the timeline. Now another thing you can do is just use, if you're on a laptop with a trackpad, you can just use your fingers, spread them apart on the trackpad. So that's what I tend to do the most. So you have all the beats lined out for you under the video. So if I want to edit on the beat, I can see where the main beats are. So we can tell there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 drum hits. And in music, usually you want beats of multiples of 4 or 8. Sorry, I'm a piano player, so that's gonna drive me crazy a little bit. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna go to here. I'm gonna drag it to that beat marker. I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna click. Then I'm gonna click and drag to that beat marker. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna click and drag to that beat marker. Let's see what that looks like. So I want to change on the next hit. So I'm gonna back up, and again, right there is where I want to click S and make another split, because I'm gonna change this. Now, I want a different part of that same clip. So I'm gonna click the split, I'm gonna delete that middle part, and it snaps together because again, track 1 is magnetic. I might want to add, just for a little style, have a picture-in-picture. So we're going to pick another video. This is me driving, so let's drag and drop it to the beginning. So it literally plopped my video right over my other one, just a little bit smaller. So if I double click that, I can actually crop this. So maybe I want it to be like a square. In the corner, I like the blue sky. Click done. I can even give it a border. Click up here to the stroke style. Give it a little border. I could even give it an animation. Let's make it kind of breathe on the page. So I want to start it. That's fine. I'm going to start the original picture like right here, because you know what, honestly, that road is not all that attractive. So I have a little picture-in-picture here, and maybe that comes in on a beat. So that brings me back to my music. So I'm going to make my timeline big again, and I want to listen to my music. So I did my music at basically 4 beats per clip. So 2 beats in, I'm going to have this come in. So I stop it at 2 beats in, and then I'm gonna drag my video to that spot. And I want it to also disappear once my next clip comes in. I'm gonna have it continue until that beat. And I'm gonna have another picture-in-picture pop up at the beginning of this clip. So let's go back to our uploads and let's choose the same clip. We're just gonna choose a different part of it. Now notice there is no third video layer yet, but if I hover just above this, it creates that video layer that I'm hovering on. So I don't wanna use the same exact section of the video that I just used. So let's see what video. I'm kind of editing to the end of this. Okay. I want this one to pop in when this video starts. So notice I can't see the video. It's because my cursor is all the way down here, even though I'm working on this video. So click it, throw on a border, but I don't make it a square. Maybe it's just a rectangle in the corner. And I can add an animation. And actually I've decided, now that I've seen it, I'm gonna take the animations off. It's super simple, just hit remove animation. If you've done a ton of animations and you wanna remove all of them, the option will be remove animation for the page. You can do the whole page. Okay, now I wanna transition to my feet. So if I just hover between these two clips, I get these two options, add media, add transition. Now notice it also says add blank. So while I talked about how clips, when you drop them on the first layer, they magnetize together, you can create a temporary space that's a blank and it'll just be black background. And that also allows you to use that as like a fade to black. So let's do blank. And then I'm going to click it, go up to the color wheel, click black. I'm going to make it much shorter than 5 seconds. And then you could do a transition between these two and do a dissolve. Do this, transition, dissolve, and now we've made a fade to black. Now I'm thinking I'm gonna add text to this section. Sometimes I just use Canva's text font combinations that they've already figured out because they have so many options. So if you're ever at a loss of like, how do I want to stylize this? Again, just start there. They have so many templates. You could spend a lot more time making your text look probably prettier than I've made mine, but I just want to point out that if you need a starting point, don't forget about the text, the font combinations that Canva has. Maybe I want these two to come in together so I can animate. When you hover, you can see, you can preview what it's gonna look like. So maybe we pan, but this time it comes from the other direction. So now, let's go back down to our timeline. Now notice I have 4 more tracks on my video. That's because each one of these is a different text. So I can click, hold shift, and click, and click, and click, and move all of these together. I'm going to have them all end here. So I'm gonna hold down shift, click, 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 drag it to right there and hit S. Notice how it split all of those at the same time. And if I click and drag, it'll lasso over all of those together. I'm gonna add another blank spot. I'm gonna make it black again because I really like that dip to black style. I'm gonna drag it and I'm going to hover and add a transition. We are going to do a dissolve again, and sometimes you have to make it bigger to really have it show up. There it is. Transition, dissolve. Sometimes when you add transitions, that also affects the video timing. I do want to point out that the longer we're working on this video, the more detailed this audio track is. So right here, the beat comes back. I want to see the mountain by that point. So first I'm going to click on this clip and drag it to that beat right before the beat, because I am actually eyeballing this part right here after the black. And notice there is a beat right here, and I want to be looking at the mountains then. So now that I've adjusted that, that means I need to adjust all of my text. So I love that that ends right there, and I want it to fade to black. So one more time, I am going to click the plus, I'm going to click blank, and I'm going to turn this to black. I'm going to add a dissolve. If I want to add text to the end, I can click on here and hit Command C, Command V. It throws it right underneath, so then you just got to drag it. I want to change the font color so that we can see it, so we're going to make it white. V, and then I want that fancier one. Command C, Command V, and then I'm gonna drag this one and drag it. I'm gonna make it come in a little bit later. Present, and change the font color to white. And I want these to animate. So find the end point for your music. You can throw a fade onto the music. If you click on that music level and click the 3 dots, you can add a fade right here. So I want it to fade out, however long you want it to fade out. You decide. And if you look really carefully, you can tell that faded kind of triangle part next to my mouse is where the fade out is happening. And now let's watch the final project. I hope this gave you a little more insight into editing on Canva, and more than anything, I hope it helps you stay creative. For more tips like these, be sure to subscribe to Sarah Gus Designs.